No mai, haere mai, kia ora, good afternoon and welcome to Bluewater Stadium in Ahuriri, Napier for this round 7 clash of the Central League between two teams looking to try cement their spots at the upper end of the table. We're at the home of the storied Napier City Rovers, determined to make more history as the club celebrates its 50th anniversary. And after a bumpy start, they've found some form and begun to climb the ladder and can enter the National League qualification zone with a win today. The visiting side playing their third game in just 8 days. Wellington Phoenix sits second on the ladder and will want to cement that spot ahead of a month-long break for the young guns due to the Under-20 World Cup. Let's look at how they line up. The Phoenix are without one of their leading goal scorers, Josh Rudland, who has picked up a hamstring injury. In steps number 9, Josh Talervi, to lead the line. He'll be looking to add to his 4 goals in only 3 appearances for the season. 7 of the starting lineup will be buzzing from selection for the Under-20 World Cup in Argentina in June. That includes Noah Karunaratne, who makes only his 3rd start of the season in midfield, in for Charlie Beale. Dan Mackay returns to the side after a suspension for the midweek loss against Wests. He forces Fergus Gillian onto the bench. The second best defence in the league remains unchanged, led by Isaac Hughes, with Lucas Kelly-Heald and his twin brother Albie in goal, hoping to make it a 3rd clean sheet for the season today. Another sibling, Seth Karunaratne, is on the bench along with Lewis Partridge and academy graduate Luke Supik, who might get some minutes. Let's go to the home side, and it's a new name and a new signing on the team sheet for Bill Robertson's men. Canadian Serb Stefan Karajovanovic comes into the side straight away after arriving in the week. He'll look to add to the goals of an attack that has scored 12 in their last 3. Usual suspects of Leopard, Golden Boot leader McNamara and Korf will all be hungry to increase their tallies for the season. Doe and Emerson will shore up the midfield. Captain Jim Hoyle, along with centre-back Fergus Neal, will chase only their 2nd clean sheet of the season, with Jack Albertini and Solomon Island international Ian Kalu patrolling the flanks. 18-year-old keeper Oscar Mason will want to make a point after missing out on the World Cup squad, despite being part of the initial 40 wider group. Fellow youngster Sam Lack scored in this fixture off the bench the last time these two met, and he'll have to do the same today alongside Caden Atkins, Kenny Wilcox and Harry Mason, who will look to make their impact if called upon. Teams walking out here to a lovely day in Hawke's Bay today. Just some high cloud around and a warm 20 degrees. Not too much wind to speak of, and neither side will be able to blame the pitch, as the ground described as consistently one of the best in the country looks immaculate. The referee's in the middle there in the pink, experienced Matthew Conja. Born in Texas, moved to New Zealand in his 20s. A teacher who refed in the 2018 and 2022 World Cups as the sole Oceania rep. He'll bring all his experience to what will be a hard-fought match. He has at his side Mark Rule and Edward Cook to help him on the sidelines. A nice crowd in here in Napier. It always is a well-supported club. Napier merging between Napier City Rovers and Napier City and Napier Rovers in 1973. We've had many famous players, including New Zealand internationals Shane Smeltz and Mark Paston. Scottish internationals even, Jonathan Gould, won 3 Central Leagues in the time as the competition. 5 Chatham Cups, 4 National League titles, and in 1993 and 2000 when they recorded the double. Both captains just doing the toss, deciding which way they're going to go, who will kick off. Looks like it will be Napier City Rovers from right to left in their special 50th anniversary kit, modelled on the 1985 kit, the year they won their first major title. Wellington Phoenix in their black away strip, not their usual yellow. That won't make a difference, I'm sure, to them. Napier City Rovers as well wearing black armbands, as they have every game this match, in honour of the victims of Cyclone Gabrielle, which has been incredibly destructive to this region. Will be the Wellington Phoenix to kick off, and number 20, Ben Wallace. And we're underway here at Bluewater Stadium. Both of these sides in pretty decent form. 2 losses so far for the Wellington Phoenix, currently in possession. As recently as midweek, though, against Western Suburbs, where they went 1-0 down in what was torrid, streaming rain conditions out in the hut. They'll be hoping to make amends quickly after that. And Rovers are on somewhat of a roll with 2 wins from their last 2 and 10 goals. They seem to have found their goal-scoring touch. Before this weekend, it's the second best attack in Napier against the second best defence in Wellington Phoenix. So let's hope they don't cancel each other out. Early possession for Wellington, but not able to get out of their own half. A chance for Napier to now get on the ball. Jack Albertini back to Oscar Mason. He moves it out to Fergus Neal on this near side. Captain Jim Hoyle just getting rid into the middle of the field, and Phoenix can now have their first possession inside their attacking half. It's a lovely ball over the top, and Christian Leopard is back defending. Conchi just deciding to go back, didn't like his options forward. And Lorenz can exchange with captain Isaac Hughes in the middle of defence. Here's Sheridan looking long, and Hoyle has to deal with it, and he hasn't, but Ben Wallace can't capitalise on what was a shaky back pass to Hoyle, and he just raises his hand in apology up front, and Mason's ball goes as far as Albie Kelly-Heald in Phoenix's goal. Ben Wallace will know he should have done better then. He's already scored 3 goals this season, part of the 7 players that have been called up to the under-20 side. And here's Josh Talervi with a chance to get it at the defence, and he goes for the shot, and it's off the crossbar. Mason was just rooted to the spot and could only watch as it cannoned into the crossbar after some lovely work from Talervi, and it's been all Wellington Phoenix in the first 3 minutes of this one. But now Napier can try and get on the attack. It's Korf finding Emerson out to Leopard as he can charge down the left now. Here is the Man City Academy player, Korf, back to Leopard. Doe just can't control it in the midfield, and Karuna Ratne can now break. He's got Newen on the outside, and he can charge into the box. He's got the pace past Albertini, but the young defender does well, and it will only be a corner. Newen going down under the challenge from the former Havelock North player and looking to try win a penalty, but experienced Matthew Conger says nothing doing, and the Phoenix will have a corner. What's the delivery like? have crowded the 6-yard area, and it's straight in there, and it's a foul from the referee. Determined by the referee, and Napier will be able to get set and get their own attack going now. Isaac Hughes, the captain there, had climbed high, but deemed to have fouled Napier defender in the process. And Mason will usher everyone forward to get the ball as far away from the goal as he can. And he's done well into the Nix's half, but have won the ball, the men in black. And Talervi does some good hold-up work and moves past Doe. No foul. And McNamara can push forward, and Leopard has a bit of space, but his touch is just a bit too heavy, and it's Matthew Sheridan back defending. Conchi just dispossessed. We can get our first look at Stefan Karajovanovic, the number 19. We apologise for the technical difficulties we've been experiencing here at Bluewater Stadium, but we look to be back underway and will rejoin the action. LB Kelly Heald at the back with the ball, and the Phoenix just settling. The score does remain 0-0, and Phoenix can launch an attack here, and it's Talervi through on goal, but Fergus Neal does the hard work in getting back and manages to dispossess the number 9, and he was through on goal. And there is just a few early warning signs here for Napier of the speed of this Phoenix attack and their ability to get in behind their defence. As Napier look to get out of their own territory and into the Phoenix's. They are breaking out away again, and here's Karunaratne. Wallace. Out to Sheridan. Lorenz. Mackay gets rid of it quickly, but it's broken now for Karajovanovic. And he looks to find Korf, and he's found him in the middle with a lovely ball, but the backtracking run of Sheridan is able to get the Knicks out of trouble. Lorenz. Partnering his captain Isaac Hughes in defence. He's usually accustomed out on the right, but he's in the centre for this season. He's been part of the Australian Cup campaign of the Wellington Phoenix, and one of few players who have been given the opportunity to train with the first team side quite consistently. And you'd have to think, with a change of manager, with Phoenix's campaign coming to an end on Friday night and in Adelaide and out of the playoffs now, and it begins the new era of the top men's side of Giancarlo Italiano's. Chris Greenacre, the coach of the reserves, says there's a lot of interest in this reserve side and a lot of interest in some of these players and bringing them through. So it's a chance for them to really show what they've got. Here's Conchi. Karunaratne turning, trying to feed Nguyen, but it's cut out by Kalu. Mason will bomb it forward again. McNamara just couldn't get the head on it, and the Phoenix get it on the deck again. Here's Wallace. Mackay charging forward. He's got a bit of space in front of him, and he feeds to Lurvy, and it looks like it's been tapped in by Karunaratne. Phoenix taking the lead here at Bluewater Stadium. Napier City Rovers down early, and it has been all the Wellington Phoenix side in the early exchanges, and they've got their reward with a goal. We apologise for some of the picture cutting out there. It looked like it was Josh Tulurvi who squared the ball across to Karunaratne to tap in. That's his first goal of the season. The 19-year-old. Napier with work to do now to get back into this one. They have been fast in the break, Wellington Phoenix, and they showed it again. Mackay drove forward with the ball and was able to feed to Lurvy out on the right. Had got away from his marker. And this Napier defence is going to have to shore up quickly if they want to avoid conceding another. There's Neil and Hoyle just trying to play their way out, and they've managed to earn a throw. Well, it was slick attacking work from the Phoenix, and something that they had been threatening for the first 10 minutes. But now Korth's on the ball for Napier, looking to try and make something happen, showing his strength, shrugging off Finn Conchi. Here's Kalu, who's ventured forward, looking to get past Lucas Kelly-Heel. Nothing doing, but they will have a throw deep in the Knicks' territory, looking to try and find themselves a goal quickly after conceding. Here's Kalu. What's his delivery like? It's cleared away by the Phoenix. Bill Robinson has said that he's not worried about this side's ability to create chances. Did express concern about needing to tighten up. Here's Leopard looking to create one now, but couldn't find a Napier player in the middle. But McNamara's been able to recollect and look to pin the ball in, but referee just stopping play after the ball deflected off him, and it likely be a drop ball in favour of the Wellington Phoenix. Robertson has been looking for his side to tighten up a bit. And they have managed to do so in the last couple of games, only conceding 1 in the last 2 and scoring 10. I'm sure he won't be happy with how easily the Phoenix were able to get in behind for that first goal. Conchi turning away from Emerson, finding Wallace, who just shapes past Doe and can move forward again. He's looking to find Nguyen on that far side, but was cut out by Albertini out on that right side. Was a foul in the build up to that, and so Napier will have a bit of relief from the Phoenix's attack. looks like we will just have a drop ball scenario here. And Phoenix coming away with it. Lorenz looking to thread the needle through the midfield, but goes there to cut it out. His ball just unable to find another Napier shirt, and the Phoenix can reset. It's a foul on the halfway line there for the Phoenix, and they can continue to build and try and make another attack happen, but they look pretty settled at the back there. They haven't had too much to deal with so far in terms of Napier attacks. As Leopard looks to put some pressure on. Napier just content for the Phoenix to play the ball around the back. They do like possession, they do love the ball. Chris Greenacre will be happy with how his side has opened up so far. As Sheridan looks to get the attack moving forward, but finds a brick wall and Leopard. Hoyle, Albertini under a bit of pressure, and back pass to Mason forces him to just launch it long under the pressure of Newen. McNamara wins the second ball. Napier can break through, and here's Leopard in the box, and his left boot just shanks it wide. But he wins the applause from the crowd for getting in the position in the first place, but you think he will want to do better in that situation. He'd done all the hard work to get past the outside of Matthew Sheridan, but just couldn't make Albie Kelly-Heald work. And 25-year-old has really made his starting spot his own in the Central League squad. He's got a huge work rate. He's started every game this season with 4 goals. He has a big motor getting up and down that left side. As Doe just wins the free kick and looks to get it moving out to Kari Jovanovic. The new man on the right side looking to go past Kelly-Heald. He almost has successfully, but can only find Karuna Ratne, who rides, challenges, and finds Kelly-Heald, who's just slipped at the vital moment. And Kari Jovanovic can put on the delivery to Korf, who's on the edge of the area. Lorenz does well to get him going the other way, but here's Korf again. Coming back, Leopard in the area, cross comes in, hit it away, but the danger's still there. Emerson just couldn't control it and get the shot away, and Phoenix will look to get it up the other field, but the pressure remains from Napier and they win the ball. This is better from the Hawke's Bay side, but first real opportunities they've been starting to create here in Napier as we approach the 20-minute mark. Sheridan goes long down the line, but Talervi just puts his hands on the back of Fergus Deal, and Napier will win a foul just inside their own half. Hoyle out to Albertini, who's making his 4th appearance today. He's moved over from rivals Havelock North. Impressed us in his outings for that side, and here's Ewan just trying to use his pace to get past it, but the 18-year-old's up for the challenge, and lovely sliding tackle there to stop Caelan Ewan from advancing any further. Napier have done well there to earn themselves a goal kick and prevent the Knicks from delivering any sort of ball into the box. Albertini, one of the pickups over the summer, and his 4 appearances have all been starts after spending a bit of time on the bench early in the season, but he's obviously earned the trust of Bill Robertson. And here's Korf finding Kari Ivanovic in the box. It's twisting and turning and wins his side a corner. Looking to win over the home faithful in his first start for the side. From Quebec in Canada, and most recently played for Toronto FC's second side in the MLS Next Pro. Here's Leopard, what's his delivery like? Headed away by Conchi. Only as far as Doe. He's got Karuna Ratne for company, who wins a foul. Kelly Heald. Lorenz just breaking away from the pressure of McNamara and does well, and Wallace has won a foul just in the centre of the field. Albie Kelly Heald here. Made the #1 spot his this season. Started every game. He launches it long, and he's earned himself a call-up to that under-20s side. That will make their way to Argentina for the World Cup games against Guatemala, Uzbekistan, and the host nation in their final match, which I'm sure will be a doozy. And Talervi's got away from Neil here, but his cross can only find Hoyle. No blank shirts in the box, and there wasn't enough on it to find any of them that were arriving. It's a big year for some of these players in the Phoenix side. Opportunity to play on the world stage puts them in the shop window. All the big scouts will be there, looking to try and find the next young talent to bring to their clubs. Here's Newen now, making his way into the box. Albertini for company, and he gets it across, and Captain Jim Hoyle just gets rid of it, and looks like he wanted an offside call from the referee, but wasn't given it. And he'll have to help his side defend a corner now. Conchi just standing over it, and referee Concha just wants a word with the midfielder, just looking to sneak a extra inch, which he can't really believe, but it's got to be on the line. And here's his delivery. What's it like? Kalu with the head away, only as far as Karuna Ratne, who hasn't ventured forward, twisting away from the pressure of Doe. And Conchi has a chance to deliver again. He shoots towards Mason's goal, but it's only straight into the hands of the 18-year-old. Well, you'd be forgiven for thinking Mason's a lot older than 18 years old. He debuted for the Central League side when he was just 15. Really part of the fabric and a proud Napier City Rover player. Korf finding Carlo, who can slip the ball in, and Karjovanovic was lurking, but here's Korf again, and McNamara, the danger's not away, but it's ball out to Carlo, who's just not quite what was needed, but Solomon Island International has won their side a corner. Left boot of Leopard to take. Looks like it's far too high in the end. And the big limbs of Kelly Heald is able to reel it in. Well, both these sides would have seen Wellington Olympics loss yesterday to stop out in what was a spicy affair that saw the league leaders lose 2 players to red cards near the end of the match, and is the first loss for the league leaders, and will mean both these sides will want to secure 3 points to try and make up ground. The Wellington Phoenix especially, who sit second as they go into their month-long break due to the World Cup. They'll be wanting to secure those 3 points and make sure that when they come back to action, that they're able to quickly resume their pursuit. Conchi looks to get the ball moving quickly out to the tall timber. Kelly Heald, header comes in, but Hoyle's there. Karunaratne with it at the edge of the box, fighting with Emerson. He's come away with it and found the ball to Newen. Sheridan, cross comes in and it's cleared away. Falls as far as Conchi. His ball comes in and it's fallen to Carlo, and to Lurvy was there putting the pressure on. Deflection ended up safely behind Mason's goal. Looks like a yellow card for Cameron Emerson. Can only presume that it was for dissent based on the words there of Conja telling him to stop, and that will be something for the number 9 to think about, especially with the ability of this young Phoenix side to move the ball quickly and move away from their defenders. Napier have the ball now in the final third. Hoyle out to Albertini. Carlo. Here's Emerson. Leopard. Korf. McNamara with his back to goal. Can he shoot? He can, but it's gone over the bar by the looks of it. No touch from Kelly Heald.
Today's winning raffle is 67.
Or it looks like it has, so a good save from the Phoenix number 1 to deny the current Golden Boot leader his 7th goal of the season. He was their joint top scorer in the Central League last year and the Central League Player of the Year. So the Knicks will know how dangerous he is. Here he is on the ball now. Pushing it past, going for the shot. Straight into the breadbasket of LB Kelly Heald. McNamara arrived back last year, and after what was 2.5 years away from the club and what was meant to be just a 2-week trip back home for a friend's wedding, but COVID-19 and then immigration restrictions following that saw him spending more time away from New Zealand. And here's Leopard charging forward. Korf trying to shrug off Conchi. He's back on his feet. And now Karuna Ratne has a turn and manages to position himself well to shield the ball. Earn himself a free kick and a chance to get the ball moving. Mackay. Sheridan. Conchi turning away from Emerson. Wallace. Strong challenge from Kalu, and then again from Karuna Ratne to match. The referee keeping it going, and Phoenix finding themselves with the ball again. Half an hour gone in this one. Wellington Phoenix leading Napier City Rovers 1-0 after an early goal from Karuna Ratne, his first of the season. Phoenix starting the faster of the two and really took it to Napier in the first 15 minutes of this one, and they were able to make it count. But Rovers have had their chances as well. Albertini and Wallace competing for the ball, and Wallace just too eager in the challenge there on Albertini. The youngster doing well to stay strong on the ball. Mason helping his captain out and coming out of his box and looking to find Kalu on the wing. Finds its way back to Mason. Has found the wide men well, but Leopard's touch just letting him down there. Doe strong in the challenge and winning it back, and now looking to find Kara Jovanovic, but Hughes was there for a crucial intervention. Otherwise, you imagine the Canadian would have been through for one of his first big chances for his new side. Conchi. He's got Wallace, who's found some space out wide. He's into the area. Kalu does well to track back and just force the corner. Wallace just able to get away from the fullback there and make his way into the box, but some good speed shown by Kalu to get himself back and prevent Mason's goal being troubled, but it could still be. Conchi goes short and delivers now. Lurvy has his back to goal. Finds Mackay, who wins a free kick on the edge of the area. He did well to turn away from Emerson there, and the big number 9 just came through the back of the New Zealand under-20, who will be hopeful that this isn't too serious. Seemed to slap the ground in frustration as soon as he went down. He'll be wanting to stay fit, but he's up on his feet and moving, so that's a good sign. It looks like it will be Ben Wallace to take with his left boot. The 19-year-old with 3 goals already this season. 5 in the wall for Napier. Can he get it up and over? Straight in the wall. And Napier clear it. And try and find an outlet through McNamara, but the ball just trickles out. Wallace just unable to get that up and over the wall. It is hard when you're so close to goal. It takes a lot of precision, and you do not blame the number 20 for trying. Mackay looks to be moving pretty freely out there, so good news for the midfielder. But it's balls landed in the feet of Korf, who goes for the long shot, and Kelly Heald deflects it onto the bar. Smart save, and here's Emerson. Falls to Korf again. Karajovanovic. His shot deflects out. But a good bit of keeping needed there by the Phoenix number 1. Low down to his left, he was able to parry it onto the bar, and the danger's not over just yet. Leopard curls one towards the back post. Kelly Heald probably not making as much of that as he would have liked, and relieved to hear the whistle. He raised his hand and apology to his side, but he's got away with that one after some earlier smart work. Napier will be happy with some of the chances they've created, and if they keep knocking on the door, I hope they can find the net as Karunaratne continues on under the challenges of Doe and the advantage played. The 2 number 7s going at it. Mackay losing it in midfield though, and Karajovanovic can try and get his side out of trouble. Here he is. He's looking to find someone in the middle. It's McNamara. Leopard giving the ball to Korf. He just screams out in pain under a challenge, and Leopard puts the ball in. Karajovanovic tries for the spectacular to get something on it. Looks full of running and full of effort. Kelly Heald finds Wallace. His ball intercepted by Albertini. Those two have had a couple of battles so far. Ben Wallace and Jack Albertini. Concha just keeping his cards in his pocket for the time being. It will be a free kick to Napier. Leopard winning the second ball. Emerson switching for Kalu. Karajovanovic on the edge of the area. Here's Korf into the box. What can he do? Shapes right, shapes left, but shot deflected into the hands of Kelly Heald, and the next breathe a sigh of relief. Lorenz. Karunaratne receiving attention again, and the ball's won by Napier. Nick's unable to get out just yet. Can Leopard bring it in? Ball launches high into the box, and Kelly Heald claims. McNamara looks on in confusion at the decision by the referee, but he may have just knocked Kelly Heald on the head there. Well, it's been a good battle in this first half, both sides staying strong in the challenges and not afraid to play their football. Napier will be hoping they can find another couple of chances before the half-time whistle goes. We've looked a bit more assured as we head into the last 5 minutes of the first half, but still nothing for show for it. And they'll know the danger the Knicks have on the break. Kalu shaping his body well to find some space. Karjovanovic slips, but smart work by Conchi tracking back, but his ball away only finds Leopard, who can cross in, but safely goes out of play. The ball just seemed to trickle through the Knicks defence there, and Karjovanovic almost found himself through one-on-one, but for Finn Conchi tracking back. Ben Wallace just involved again there in a tussle with a Rovers player. Mason splits the attack and finds Emerson. His pass is just too short though, and Karuna Ratne can bring it forward. Wallace has space in front of the defence now to run. Kalu's tracking back though and does well. In fact, it's the Phoenix who have committed a foul, and Ben Wallace just now getting a bit of a talking to. As I said before, he's just been involved in quite a few challenges, and I imagine that would be a bit of a warning from Conja there. You could see a card come out if he continues the way he is. Ewan just applying the pressure on Albertini. Albertini looking long, finds Korf, goes down under the challenge from Lorenz, but the referee says it was fair game. Neal cuts the ball out. Here's Korf back on his feet. He's got Conchi for company, and this time the number 10 wins a foul. Emerson with a bit of space, finds McNamara. Here's Korf, turning away from defenders. Curls the shot, but not enough power on it to trouble Kelly Heald. Slaps his hands in frustration. They just haven't quite had that golden chance just yet, but is Lucas Kelly Heald. Conchi dispossessed by Doe, who wins his side a foul. It's a great battle in midfield here today. Napier get it going quickly. McNamara looking to get past his defender, but touch is just too heavy, and Kelly Heald comes out to claim. Just 1 minute to go of regular time in this first half. And Napier bench incensed at that challenge. Bill Robertson straight out of his technical area and pleading with the referee to have a look at his player, who went down under the towering header from Lucas Kelly-Heald. And referee just wanting to have a word with Canadian Serbian. I believe the same will probably be said to the Napier bench, who quickly out of their technical area after that one, but no fouling, just a drop ball. Both sides playing this with a lot of heart, as we're now into added time in the first half. You imagine Chris Greenacre will be relatively happy with how his side has weathered some of these Napier attacks in the first half after a fast start by them. But I'm sure I'd like to see a few more chances created by his young Nick's side. He might have one more attack to defend here before the half. Here's Leopard's run to the byline. Delivery comes in. Lorenz gets it away, and so it will be one corner. The Knicks unable to keep that from going out of play, and they'll have a corner to defend before the halftime break. Emerson just providing an option short for McNamara. Considers it, but looks like he will put it into the mixer. What's it like? It's low and cleared away by Ben Wallace, and that's the halftime whistle. A passionate first half of footy between these two sides. See the Wellington Phoenix go into the sheds 1-0 up over Napier City Rovers. And a good battle between these two sides in this round 7 Central League clash. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the second half shortly.
The Fern is a symbolic representation for all New Zealanders and has been reimagined to represent all of football in Aotearoa, New Zealand. A circular shape not only symbolises the round ball used by all those that play the game, but also, and more importantly, represents the strength and infinite connection created by all those that play a part of the game. With each piece of the Fern recognising and acknowledging those that make the beautiful game beautiful. The stalk represents our grassroots, our communities, our clubs, our volunteers and our fans. They are the foundation and are at the centre of all we do. The pinner represents our federations across the whole of New Zealand. Our federations guide and protect our clubs and communities, allowing everyone to be heard, to be represented and provide guidance and opportunities at every pathway. One brand identity with regional differentiation. Federations in New Zealand football working together to serve our communities, creating more than a game, creating a sporting whānau where everyone is welcome.
We believe in supporting and nurturing our extended sporting whānau, working towards promoting a healthy group activity that kids, parents and friends love. We want everyone to feel invited. It is in our DNA. We are accessible to all. We are football in Aotearoa. We are the beautiful game, and we are proud to be the largest sporting whānau in New Zealand.
With the FIFA Women's World Cup coming to Aotearoa,
Wellington Phoenix, who lead through a Karuna Ratne first half goal. After a fast start from the Wellington Phoenix, but Napier have worked their way back into this one. They finished the second half the stronger of the two sides, or for the first half rather, the stronger of the two sides, and will be looking to continue where they left off. All players accounted for. Referee Matthew Conja has had a fair bit to deal with in the first half, with challenges coming in pretty strongly from both sides, and sure, as this game wears on and the score remains tight, it will continue to be one he'll need to keep a close eye on. No changes for either side. The Wellington Phoenix do have a very settled squad these days. It's quite rare for Coach Chris Greenacre. Before last season, they had a fair bit of upheaval, but this year they've had a fair bit of continuity with only a few players finding other clubs, and so they've been able to take the confidence that they had from the last campaigns of the Central League, where they finished third in their sixth place finish in the National League. And here's the danger man, Karuna Ratne, the goal scorer, on the ball early with a good chance, and Ewan was almost fed through, but it was just too far in front of the next striker. But Wellington Phoenix starting very similar to how they did in the first half, with Karuna Ratne finding a lot of space in that midfield and is able to drive at the Napier defence. They won't want him doing that too often. McNamara trying to win the ball back in the midfield, but handball by Doe into the next free kick. Enable them to settle back into their position. And McNamara, in that spell away from Rovers, had to do something and ended up playing for non-league team Sheffield Town. He ended up scoring 41 goals in 21 games during his second season with the side. So the man does love to bulge the net, and it's evident with his 6 goals so far in 6 games this season. Doe winning the ball well in midfield and finding Korf. Looks to find Kara Jovanovic, who's completed his first 45 minutes in Central League football. A couple of good touches and chances. Here he is again on the ball with Kelly Heald for company, who wins the battle this time, but only as far as a throw-in. Ian Kalu with the throw, another acquisition in the summer. 7 appearances for the Solomon Islands international team, including facing the All Whites in the playoff, and he's got the ball into a dangerous area and the Knicks have to deal with it. And Doe has it on the edge of the box and is trying to feed through McNamara, but Kelly Heald's out to it quickly. Neil winning the ball well. Spoke about it earlier, but both sides unafraid in the challenge. The young Knicks side is not afraid of some of the more experienced players in this Napier City Rovers team. Albertini finds Kara Jovanovic, who looks to feed through McNamara. He's taken it wide. Is the chance gone? He's fashioned across to the back post, and Leopard hits the bar. The Knicks clear it away through Wallace. The first big opportunity in the second half sees Christian Leopard rattle the bar. The Knicks are looking to break now, and here is the man who just missed the opportunity, forcing it upfield and Korf is able to rein it in and start his march to Lorenz. Into the area, he ventures, goes across goal. Kelly Heald's there and is able to stop McNamara getting any sort of shot against the goal. Helter-skelter start to the second half. Shin Leopard's had a couple of good opportunities this game, but has been unable to force a save from Kelly Heald yet. Here's McNamara working tirelessly on the edge of the area. Manages to somehow get a ball through a wall of Black Phoenix shirts, but no Napier City Rover on the end of it. Sheridan goes down the line, tries to get Wallace running. Albertini across to help out. Well, he's been good, the 18-year-old. Positioned towards the right-hand side of that defence. And hasn't looked out of place at this level. It's Talervi doing some good hold-up work. Emerson read his pass well. Look to feed Korf, whose touch is lovely. Just can't keep it under his spell in the wake of Nick's pressure, and here's Newen now on the chase. His cross comes into the area to the back post, but no black shirt there. Talervi's done well to win it back. Sheridan skips past one, goes past another. Ball only finds the body of Neil, and deflection comes off him and will be a goal kick. Karunaratne wins the ball unchallenged, but his header doesn't find a target. Korf and Sheridan just come together there, and clash of heads. Just sees quick work by the referee just to make sure both players are okay. Nothing malicious from either player there, just both eager to head the ball away. With Derek Korf is, on paper, a very good acquisition for Napier City Rovers, and he proved it so far with 5 goals in 6 appearances, the number 10. Played alongside the likes of Phil Foden in the Manchester City Academy team. Was told, however, he was too small. And then has gone on to university in Ohio and part of the New York Red Bulls set up in the MLS, as well as the Scottish Championship side, Bluewater, most recently. He's now found himself seaside at Napier City Rovers. He's already cemented himself as a fan favourite. Kalu now looking to launch a long throw into the danger zone. Nick's just struggling to deal with it, and it's bouncing around dangerously, and Kelly Heald is brave and lands on the ball eventually, but a warning sign there to some of the Knicks defenders that they need to get rid of that ball, and McNamara was sniffing. Here's Karunaratne immediately on the attack. His ball just can't find Talervi, and Game of pinball ensures. It's dispossessed, and Napier can now try get on the front foot. McNamara. Has to go backwards. Kalu finds Doe. Neil, his ball's cut out, and Conchi can look to start the play. Kelly Heel does well to bring that down. Mackay has some space now in front of him to build something. Karunaratne feeds through Kelly Heel, who need to reel it in but can't. Another good attack by the Knicks, just fails at the final hurdle. And I think the longer this stays 1-0, the more the home side's crowd will play a part. And Kari Ivanovic does well to reel that in, and the Knicks have to deal with it. It looked to be long gone. The ball from Kalu has had a lot on it, but the Canadian had the speed and was able to get a cross in, but and another long throw. Wasn't dealt with well last time. What can the Knicks do? Get ahead on it this time. And Nguyen moves it forward to Lurvy. He's got some work to do. Does have Wallace in the midfield if he can find him, but it was going the wrong way. Albertini. Emerson comes deep. Looks to ping a ball to Korf. It's won well by the Knicks defence, but McNamara goes hunting and wins it. Kalu's poor touch lets him down. Korf does well to win a foul there, and will be a free kick to the Napier side in a dangerous area. Karunaratne just leaving it in on the Englishman. He'll have a chance to deliver. Kelly Hill just wants one in the wall. And plenty of blue shirts forward to arrive onto this one. Or will he try beat the keeper? Goes for the delivery, it's not bad. It's bouncing around, and Sheridan does well to put his body on the line to win the ball and the foul. Gary Ivanovic just unable to keep that ball at his feet. And Albertini doing good clean-up work. And Mackay. Hughes. Kelly Heald has to play out, and he does well under pressure, the keeper, to find a man in midfield, and the Knicks have got out of jail here through Mackay. Ball just almost skipping through to Sheridan, and it has fallen at the feet of the fullback. Plays back to Wallace. Good diving challenge there by Captain Hoyle, putting his body on the line, and he's blocked a shot there. That's what the Knicks can do, quickly in transition. So we approach the 60-minute mark in this one. A best chance so far in the second half falling to Napier City Rovers. Christian Leopard at the back post, his header rattling the crossbar of Kelly Heald's goal. Emerson looking to find Leopard again, but it's intercepted by Lorenz, and Wallace turns well away from Emerson, and his raking ball was trying to find Ewan in the centre, but just put too much on it. Albertini trying to feed Carlo, and he's applying the pressure on Kelly Heald, who ultimately fouled at the end of it. He leaves it to his twin brother, Albie, to take. His clean sheet still intact, looking for a third for the season. The ball eventually falls to Doe, and Napier can try and build an attack. Korf out on the wing, dispossessed by Sheridan, who can now move quickly forward. Doe's gone down in the centre circle, and again referee Codger stops play as he touches his face, and Thai player able to get back to his feet and continue. He has been in and around the New Zealand football scene for a while, played at Wellington Olympic. His second season at Napier, he seems to have found a home in Hawke's Bay. Definitely throws his body around the number 7. Phoenix just looking to try and control this match a little bit better than they have been. Hoyle finds Leopard with a good pass. Conchi's backtracking, and Leopard wasn't able to use his skill to get past the number 6. To Lurvey, looking to unleash Wallace. Just couldn't get the ball in front of him. Emerson had the pressure from Ewan, dealt with it well. Rovers just trying to play patiently. Not looking to force the issue just yet as Doe goes long. Commentators curse. Second ball's been won by Emerson though, and it falls to Karajovanovic in the box, and Kelly Heald has come out. Carlu's there as well, but the keeper did well on the second time of asking to parry the shot away, and out of nothing, Napier are on the front foot, and here's Carlu. Goes into the middle to Karajovanovic. McNamara has it crossed the line. The referee says yes. It's eventually come off Johnny McNamara, the Golden Boot leader. For the second of the season, it looked like the chance was lost, but McNamara was there, and it bounced off the Phoenix defence and back into the Scotsman. He doesn't care, he'll take it. The scrambling Nick's defence wasn't enough, and Napier have found their goal back into this one. 1-1, Napier versus Wellington Phoenix. Well, and what was a lull in the game, it suddenly burst into life, and Napier were causing havoc in the Knicks' box, and they just couldn't deal with the ball as it came in. And like any good goal scorer, Johnny McNamara was there. And here's Korf. They've got their tails up now, Napier. Kara Jovanovic looking to turn, but Phoenix defence was there that time. Well, this does set up a fascinating final 25 minutes here. Napier deserved the goal after applying quite a bit of pressure to this Knicks side, who hasn't been able to create too much in the second half. And Napier looked to launch another attack, but Sheridan's there to hoik the ball away. You can see it in the Napier players' body language. They just look a bit more confident as Emerson looks to get it in the mixer and asks the question of the Knicks defence. Kara Jovanovic. Kelly Heald for company, and looks like we will have a substitution. Two Wellington Phoenix players to come on. Fergus Gillian and Charlie Beale.
Substitution for Wellington Phoenix coming on as number 10.
Finn Conchi taking his leave. His day's done. And Fergus Gillian coming on as well for Karuna Ratne. We've got some defending to do. Korf getting away from Beale. Kai's there to block the cross. But another corner to deal with for this Wellington Phoenix side. Napier knocking on the door, trying to find a second. Leopard launches it in. It is at the back post, and oh, it's a good opportunity for the new man, Kara Jovanovic, with his head. He just couldn't get over it enough and launched it over the bar, and that's a let-off for this Knicks side, who gone to sleep a little bit in defence. Those balls into the area proving troublesome. Looks like Napier City Rovers are looking to make a change as well. Sam Black, goal scorer in the last fixture between these two sides in the National League, looking to make his impact off the bench. Kara Jovanovic looking to find McNamara. He's through. Can he finish? A diving challenge from Lorenz. Saves the Knicks this time. Well, they're knocking on the door here, Napier. And it's desperate defending from Marco Lorenz. We've got more to do. A good delivery. Cleared away. Looks like they will have time to make that substitution now. Napier.
Substitution for your thirsty whale, Napier City Rovers, coming off as number 20, Christian Leopard.
Christian Leopard, the man making way for the 18-year-old. As you hear from that chair, he's a fan favourite around these parts. He was at Napier Marist before making the switch over to the Central League side here at Napier City Rovers. He's been part of New Zealand talent camps and already has 2 goals, but this is his 7th appearance and the 6th off the bench. So we're looking to show Bill Robertson that he's worthy of a start. Give him something to mull over during the Chatham Cup bye round next. Wellington Phoenix will have welcomed a chance just to catch their breath and reset a little bit, as they've been, since that goal, they've been facing a barrage of attacks from Napier, who seemingly have their tails up now, urged on by their home fans. Beale looks to feed Newen, but Kalu's back. Kelly Heald gets it back into their attacking her third, but Albertini's there to launch it away. Doe wins it well, and here's first touch for Lack. Finds McNamara out on the far side. He's in the box, he's dangerous. Outside of the boot, cross finds Korf, but his header only ends up in the palms of the hands of Kelly Heald. Great bit of play by McNamara to find his English counterpart. And the Knicks are on the attack now. Kalu read Kelly Heald like a book there and finds Johnny McNamara again. Isaac Hughes just stretching himself out there. Gonna still have a lot to do. It's Korf on the edge of the area. What's a shot like? It's not bad, but it's hit the bar. Napier have hit the crossbar 3 or 4 times this match so far. A strong challenge there by Hoyle on Tulurvi. Korf starting to cause some havoc at the top of the area. You can just hear the home crowd starting to turn the volume up a little bit now. Looks like we have another substitution as well. Kenny Willocks coming on for Cam Emerson. A good shift from the number 9. He's been strong in the midfield. He is on a yellow card though, so maybe something Bill Robertson is hoping to avoid. Any further challenges coming in from him. Wallace. Knicks just losing their flow a little bit after conceding that goal. Here's McNamara. Finds Kalu. Mackay can bring it forward now. Wallace just reaching for that ball, but Mackay's won it back. Newen has a bit of space ahead of Hoyle. Finds Mackay. Gillian. Looks to try release Sheridan down the right, but too far ahead of the fullback, and another substitution incoming. Looks like Josh Talervi will make his way to the sidelines. And Luke Supik, and number 19, will come onto the field. Academy graduate is impressed in the lower divisions and earned himself his second appearance for the next reserves. And Napier looked to mount another attack, but it's Beale. Gillian. It's Mackay. And tiredness could be a factor for some of these next players playing their third game in just 8 days. Most recently, a very wet affair against Western Suburbs, which they lost. You can imagine playing in the rain really takes it out of you. So they'll have to muster the energy to keep Napier at bay here. It's Beale. Loses out to Doe. And the next have won it in a dangerous area. Gillian. Can he find the right pass? Supik just behind him and unable to continue his run forward, but he's done well, the young man, to maintain the ball. And here's Gillian again. Kelly Heald advancing forward. Finds Beale outside. Gillian, what's his delivery like? Kelly Heald's through. Goes across and finds the number 19, the substitution. It's Luke Supik who's got his goal in just his second appearance for the next reserves. And has taken his side into a 2-goal lead against the run of play. Napier had been all over the next defence, but a smart bit of play by the Wellington Phoenix has seen them regain the lead. Well, you can't ask much more from a substitution than coming on and scoring a goal, and Luke Supik's done exactly that for Chris Greenacre and his side. And after applying all that pressure, Napier find themselves behind again. It was good technical, patient play from the Wellington Phoenix that saw them just playing the ball around the box and eventually finding the space they needed. Napier back at square one again. Kerry Jovanovic might have almost snuck through there, but Kelly Heald was there after providing that assist, is now trying to shore up his defence. Make sure the 3 points come home, and Ewan might have a chance to do just that. He's got Beale in the middle. Can he find him? It's a great challenge from Albertini, tracking back to deny Ewan the ability to get any sort of chance created. Napier need to be careful in their pursuit of
Rovers coming off is number 5, Jack
an equaliser.
Martini.
And that will be Jack Albertini's final act of this one.
Caden Atkins.
Caden Atkins will enter the frame for Napier. Was a mainstay of their defence last year. He's got work to do here, and the ball almost falls kindly for the Knicks, but Napier scramble it away. As we enter the final 10 minutes of this clash. Wellington Phoenix leading. Doe gives the ball away to Gillian. Karajevanovic works hard to win it back, and Hoyle marching forward, but his shirt was pulled by Charlie Beale, who could see the danger and just had to do something about it. And his name goes in the book. And another change here for Wellington Phoenix. It looks like Lewis Partridge is going to come on. Allowed to enter the field of play by the referee, and time ticking away now for Napier to try and find an equaliser. Mason launches it into the box. Found it hard to deal with some of the long balls today, the Knicks. Looks like Partridge has found a home on the left wing, and Lucas Kelly-Heald has earned himself a rest after providing that assist for the goal that currently has the Knicks leading this one, but got some danger to deal with. Mackay can take it away now. Napier have won it in a good positioning. Karajevanovic can charge forward, looks to find Korf in the middle, who slots it in and finds the equaliser for Napier. Well, it was the hard work of the new man, Karajevanovic, who's lovely outside of the football, found the run of Korf, who slots in his 6th goal of the season. And this game takes another turn. Hold on to your seats, folks. We could be in for a cracking finish here. Well, Karajevanovic will have firmly put himself in the good books of the Napier faithful with the hard work that he carried out there to set up Korf. He's worked hard, the number 19 today. And looks like he will put in a full 90 minutes. Here he is again. Can he find Sam Lack in the middle? Straight into the breadbasket of Kelly-Heald, though. They've had some good luck with the imports throughout the years, Napier City Rovers, and with a hole left by Liam Schofield, who down this left wing, and it looks like Charlie Beale is there, but another Napier import, Kalu, coming through with the challenge. Here's Liam Schofield announcing that he would step away from football midway through the season. entered the fray for Gary Jovanovic to come in, and now McNamara finding Lack in the middle somehow. But Hughes deals with him well. And the Knicks come away with it. Wallace's ball's a tired one. Gary Jovanovic is in behind the defence. He finds McNamara in the middle. Players are out on their feet here. There's Mackay. He had a rest in midweek, so he'll need to lead this side through. Partridge, one of the substitutions. His fresh legs will be needed too. The Knicks are to find a match winner. Atkins receiving too much attention from Ewan. Just under 5 minutes to go. Willocks finds the goal scorer, Korf. What can he do? He's got a chance to shoot. Kelly here looked to be scrambling a little bit there, but never really troubling the Knicks keeper's goal. Bravely playing it out of defence, the Knicks, and Sam Lack working hard to keep it in. Young man. Kalu. Linking up with Lack. Trying to find Korf. Does either of these sides have another big chance in them as Newen tries to get past Atkins, does well and finds the delivery, but it's scrambled away by the Napier defence. And a big chance there for the Knicks to try and secure the 3 points. And now they have to deal with it coming up their end. Willocks. Doe. He tries to find Gary Jovanovic. The ball not pinpoint enough. Wallace. Mackay winning the battle against McNamara. Here's Sheridan. Mackay finds Partridge. Kalu again strong in the challenge. He's worked hard down this right wing, the fullback, all day today. He relieves the pressure and wins Napier a throw. Just over a minute to go in normal time. Imagine there'll be a bit of time added on. Either of these sides to try find a winner. Wallace tries to slip through Supik. Couldn't get the ball under control, and Mason sees Gary Jovanovic free, and he launches it long, but maybe just had a bit more time there, the Canadian. Gillian finds Lorenz. Looks to venture forward. Mackay, he's been central to everything. Tried to feed Partridge there, but just went too far ahead of him. Wallace and Doe still going at it as we approach the 90-minute mark. Lack Napier looking to mount a final attack. Kalu's in the middle. Cross is blocked. The Knicks will have a corner to deal with. Set pieces have caused trouble for the Wellington Phoenix today, and they've got another one to deal with here late on. As we head into added time, Lack. Deliveries to the back post, and dealt with Willocks. Tries the volley, but air swing is all he could muster. Ball's found its way out to Lack. Headed away by Partridge. Mackay has space in front of him. He's got no options. Zupik gets the ball through to Sheridan, who's past Neal. His deliveries not good enough to find Beale, who'd advanced into the box, and Mason tried to get the ball moving quickly, but referee Matthew Conja had a yellow card to dish out. To look to be captain Jim Hoyle. It's been a cracking game, this one, and points shared would probably be the fair result, but neither manager, I'm sure, would be happy with that. Mackay finds Wallace. Mason comes out, but it's fallen to the feet of the Knicks, and Nguyen has a chance to steal it, and they have. A horrible error from Oscar Mason. Sees the ball fall at the feet of Caelan Nguyen, who all he has to do is tap it home. It's a howler from Mason and heartbreak for Napier City Rovers. It looks like Wellington Phoenix will be taking the 3 points back to the capital. Well, you don't like to see games won that way, but the Knicks were calm as it happened and were able to tee Nguyen up for his second of the season. Knicks coach is just barking some final instructions to try and shore things up. We're in the 93rd minute, and here's the goal scorer, Nguyen, trying to win inside a throw, but hasn't managed to. Is there one last chance for Napier to find an equaliser now? Here's the ball towards the back post, but Partridge is there. The Knicks just need to hold on to it. Doe's back defending. Atkins. I think it has to be delivered soon. It's won by Wallace, who's worked hard all match and brought the ball away for his side. Can he put the icing on the cake? But it's a strong challenge from Doe, who wins it back. An offside there given by Concha. Sees the Knicks have an opportunity now to just get it as far away from their goal as possible. Captain Isaac Hughes looks out on his feet, but he's able to try lump it long. Well, this result, we'll see Wellington Phoenix stay in second place, but level on points with Wellington Olympic as they head into their break for the World Cup. And that's the final whistle A dejected Napier City Rovers know that that game potentially got away from them after they worked so hard to get back into a 2-1 lead. The Wellington Phoenix were resolute in defence, and we'll look at some of the highlights. It was hard work from McNamara, and Leopard rattled the bar early in the second half. Carlo worked tirelessly, and this was the goal that took Napier level. The Knicks were able to work their way back into it, and Supik, the academy graduate, getting on the board, and his first goal for the reserve side. But Napier continued to push, and Korf found the equaliser in his 6th goal of the season. Scrambling defence kept Napier in it, but ultimately it was a mix-up. Oscar Mason came out, but couldn't get the ball away, and it fell kindly to Nguyen, who was able to calmly slot it in and take the 3 points for Wellington Phoenix back to the capital. Fantastic football game we've had here this afternoon in Napier. I've been Sean Hogan. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.